The BIBFRAME model, the newest BIBFRAME model, version 2.0, consists of 3 core class entities. These are defined below. Work, a resource reflecting a conceptual essence of the cataloged resource. Instance, a material embodiment of a work. Item, an actual copy, physical or electronic, of an instance. Work, a resource reflecting a conceptual essence of the cataloged resource. Instance, a material embodiment of a work. Item, an actual copy, physical or electronic, of an instance. As these entities and their definitions make clear, BIBFRAME, like FRBR, separates the intellectual content of a resource, creative work, from its physical realization, instance. However, instead of FRBR's 4 entity classes, work, expression, manifestation, and item, BIBFRAME models only 3. Thus, although BIBFRAME and FRBR are conceptually related, it appears that BIBFRAME has simplified the number of entity classes required for bibliographic description. Below is a graphical depiction of the BIBFRAME model that highlights the relationships between these core entities. Graphical depiction of BIBFRAME model. While presenting the evolution of the latest version of BIBFRAME 2.0 from the previous version, McCallum reports the participation of vendors in linked data. Another major step is now beginning to happen as the vendors who supply many of the services in the community have started to explore linked data, and they are the community's essential innovators. BIBFRAME offers a significant amount of flexibility with resource description. However, per the BIBFRAME documentation, other relationships can also be described. Namely, works can be related to works, instances to instances, works to instances, and instances to works. Beyond the main classes of entities, BIBFRAME also includes a number of properties that are related to each entity. For instance, the creative work class contains properties that, as one researcher notes, reflect traditional bibliographic elements such as title, creator, language, etc., as well as specific resource work types that can be used to increase the granularity of a work's description. These properties include resource type concepts like audio, text, and moving image. The instance class contains properties which serve to describe the physical embodiment of resources. These properties include terms that overlap with those of the work class such as title and creator, as well as those that describe the aspects of a resource at the manifestation level, such as publisher. Although there is overlap in terminology between the work and instance class, the modeling of these properties in RDF/XML serves as a means to disambiguate terms with the same name through the assignment of a specific URI. Thus, despite identical text names, the use of URIs serves to identify properties within their specific classes. To put it plainly, BIBFRAME attempts to be content standard and model agnostic. Its framework is intended to be flexible enough to accommodate existing models, FRBR, MARC, etc., and content standards, RDA, VRA, DAX, as well as models and standards that have yet to be developed. Thus, it appears that BIBFRAME appears to be poised to provide the library community with a new model of bibliographic description and exchange that takes full advantage of the web as architecture. Furthermore, the model also promises to make library data more visible on the web, not only to the benefit of users looking for library resources but also for reuse in context outside of the library community. Finally, it appears that BIBFRAME will permit the full description of relationships between and among resources, enhancing user experience of library information.